The police have not made any arrests regarding his murder.
You two haven't heard anything, have you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
One showdown I think the Power fans can't wait to see is Monet Tejada and Noma, because they do have one thing in common: Mecca. For Monet, Mecca was Dante Spears, who she was madly in love with 24 years ago, who she also shared a son with, Z Cross. For Noma, Mecca was her fiance but also her first lieutenant, someone who moved drugs and guns for her, and also someone who was positioned within law enforcement as a CI to snitch on some of Noma's biggest competition. Now, whether Noma knows about Monet, I highly doubt it, because it seemed like Mecca was playing between both. So in this video, we're going to be running through why Noma meeting Monet is going to be absolutely full of tension, questions, and two women coming face to face who have shown they ain't playing games in season 3. So I'm going to be running through some history of the Blue Diamond Ring, how Noma wants answers, and also how she wants someone to pay for her fiance's death. Now, some of you may be wondering what brought this video on today out of all days, and it's actually an interview that was done by Caroline Chikizzi, who plays Noma. She teased her character meeting Monet, which by the way, I don't think is in episode 7, but something that we'll probably see in maybe episodes 9 or 10. But this is what Caroline had to say on her meeting Monet. I think you can expect there to be, fireworks, a bit of tension. I'm not going to say too much, because I don't want to spoil it for everyone, but Monet is ahead of the honcho, and when Noma comes along, so you can imagine, it's like, who are you? What are you doing in my territory sort of thing. It may not go the way the viewers think it will, so you're just going to have to wait and see how that unfolds. But yeah, their paths definitely do cross. She also said, I don't want to give too much away, but we've touched on Monet and Noma, their paths definitely do cross. And I would say it may not go the way the viewers expect. Expect the unexpected with Noma. When you see her coming on screen, brace yourselves, because it's always going to pop off when she's around. Don't play with her. I think Noma has definitely lived up to those words so far. We've only seen her on screen twice, which was in episodes 1 and 5, but the 2 occasions that we have seen her were brutal. She brutally executed Raki in episode 1, she took out the father of her child Francesco Lombardi, and also chopped off this woman's hand to get the blue diamond ring back. This was a diamond ring that Mecca was looking at when he was talking to Monet in season 2, but they didn't directly say it was for Monet. Instead, in episode 10, he gave her a diamond necklace, not the diamond ring. The diamond ring always belonged to Noma.
The lady this was made for is sure gonna be upset.
Should be alright.
And pissed is an understatement. Noma's introduction not only put the ring back on her finger of the rightful owner, but she also gave us some key details about her history with Mecca and how he was her first lieutenant, but also her fiancé.
Mecca was my first lieutenant. His drugs belonged to me. And more importantly, he was my fiancé.
So let's actually just remind ourselves what happened to Mecca, because this is going to play a key role at some point in season 3. Now, after Mecca's shady moves behind Monet's back and Tariq finding out he was a snitch, she decided he had to go. And of course, one reason was because he was a snitch, but also because he came to New York and came in between the Tejadas. Although we could argue Monet keeping the secret for 24 years, she definitely needs to take a fair share of the blame. But regardless, Monet knew that she had to get rid of him, and the only person that could pull the trigger was herself. She was the only person that could get close enough knowing that Mecca would drop his guard, and so she pulled the trigger on Noma's fiancé. Now fast forward to episode 5 of season 3. Noma was still looking for answers around Mecca's death, because there still hasn't been any arrests, so it seems like she's keeping very close tabs on this case, and she definitely wants to know who was behind her fiancé's death. And I do feel as each episode passes by, along with Caroline's comments, we are getting closer to this showdown, a showdown which will definitely be fireworks, but according to Caroline, it's not going to go the way we expect it to go. Now another factor is Noma's daughter, and this is another quote from Caroline. You know the people that she really loves that you perhaps will meet as the series progresses, you're going to see a gentle and softer side. So at some point in season 3, we may just see Noma's daughter, someone who Tariq and Effie have plans to use to get out from Noma's thumb, and I wonder if Monet will get in on the plan, considering she also wants out the game. Monet is also someone who isn't playing games this season either, a devil dressed in red. So imagine if we come across a scenario where Monet is holding Noma's daughter. It is a showdown that I do expect to see, but not anytime soon, but definitely towards the end of the season. Monet is the one who killed Mecca, and the reason why Noma came to New York was to not only get her blue diamond ring back, but find out the answers around Mecca's death. So this showdown between Noma and Monet is going to be fireworks when it does happen. But drop all your thoughts down below on Caroline's comments and the inevitable showdown between Monet and Noma. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.